Hey guys, what's up? Rulk here, back from smashing some more stuff today. Finally got a new setup. I'm super stoked about this. I got my Elgato Game Capture HD 60 hooked up. I got, let's see, what do I got? I got my phone here. Where am I? There I am. It's my phone. I've got my Apple AV connector. We're going to HDMI. We're going charging cord, so I got my iPhone playing here. That's gonna flip around again. That's going to my Elgato HD 60 coming in here, and then I got USB coming out to the PC. This thing right here is a little trick I figured out. This has got HDMI coming out, and the HDMI out, I got this handy adapter that actually goes to a VGA port, but it splits off into an audio out so that I can get the audio out of the HD 60, which actually gives me real-time audio here in my headphones of the game, so no lag whatsoever, even though what you're seeing on the screen here is a little bit lagged from what I'm seeing on my phone as I'm playing. Another new addition, I have a handy new microphone, so I'm sure you can understand that I sound excellent, much better than before. Right there, this little black thing in the corner, that's the pop shield that I've got to help dampen down some of the noise in the air and suppress some of that. So, some other changes you might notice. I got a handy new look here, new theme for my whole channel. I'm trying to keep everything, get it consistent, so I hope you guys like it. Today we're going to be doing Sinister Foes Master Mode. I've done Heroic 100% already to unlock Master, but I've been saving Master Mode just for you guys to do a video recording, do my first run through it. So I might struggle in a few places, play like a bit of a noob here and there, but should be fun. We're going to get through it either way. We're just going to go for single run and get it completed, and then later on my own I'll be going for exploration, unless I get a live stream up, and then you know, maybe I'll do the push on live stream. But let's fire right off here. Let's get it going. So, who am I going to be bringing with me today to this? We need to be a master. Here we go. Let's build up our team. Okay, so we've got Dr. Octopus to figure out here, and we've got Green Goblin. This guy's up here above me. And my main guys here I'm going to be bringing is Dr. Voodoo right here, and Thor over there. They are both rank 550. So is Electra. She's also, I'll be bringing her as well. I have more 550 4-star champions, but they're kind of tied up in Alliance quests at the moment, running map 5. So we're just going to make do with what we've got here, but we've got some other good options. Let's see who we're going to bring. I mean, I like Magic. She's good for power gain. You know, really controlling that, so that's good. And X23, she's great for cutting through people with all her bleed stuff. Yeah, we're just gonna stick with this. I like this team. It works out all right for questing. It's not my best. I mean, if I stack this with all my 550 characters like Star-Lord and Hulk are the other two that I'm missing here. So if I had those two, we'd really destroy some shit. But let's fire right off here. Let's get going. So we're not going to stop for all the dialogues, because at this point I'm assuming you guys have at least played through some portion of it. So we're going to take a look at the map and try to find kind of the easiest, most direct path through. Looks like maybe just right up the middle here is going to be the easiest one. We got a Rhino at the end boss. Do I want to go that way? I want to go all the outside. No, I'm going to go this way. I'm going to go towards Rogue. Shouldn't be too bad. Rogue's not too tough to take down. Pretty much nobody's tough to take down when you've got Dr. Voodoo, if I'm honest. He makes everything easy. Alright, we'll try to bait this level 1. There it is. Oh man, I didn't want to do that on the odd combo. Yeah, it's okay. It worked out alright. Usually with Dr. Voodoo, you want to stick to the even combo. That way you get the 100% ability accuracy, which means that you convert 100% of their buffs and the Loas that you place on them over to those poisons, so, or the spirit venom, if you will. Same thing as poison, just really long lasting. Star-Lord, we'll smash him out here with Thor. Take the class advantage. Get that armor break. Just start peeling them apart. Boom. Well-timed parries. Well-timed parries. Yeah, I thought that was going to be coming soon. There we go. Just like that. At some point in the future, I want to do like Seaton does on his and do like a 3-star Master Mode challenge. You know, take some of my top ranks 3 stars, bring them through here, show you guys that this can be done with 3 stars and get Master Mode down. For this one, Black Bolt is actually poison immune, and so it's going to take me too long to build a special 2 on Voodoo and power control him. So I'm just going to go with Magic here. Just dish out some damage and hit him with that Limbo stuff. I know this works pretty good. Ooh, almost messed up my timing there. Oh no, I evaded way too early there. He caught me just trying to get at some distance from him. We parried that one, it's not what we wanted to do, but there we go. That locks him down. Oh my gosh, seriously. That was sloppy as hell. Alright, it's alright, we'll recover. Kind of hard to commentate and play at the same time. A little challenging. We'll get it sorted out. Hopefully you guys can hear me just fine. New microphone seems to be working really good. The headphones actually surround my entire ear, so I hope I'm not like yelling because everything sounds muffled. Except for the game, of course, which I hear fine. Alright, we got Spider-Man Miles Morales. He's got some evades that he does, so we're going to use Elektra because she squashes that defensive ability whenever they are under a debuff, which includes stun, which they don't actually evade while they are stunned anyways. But, so we're just going to play the stuns here, and then we're going to get to that special. Now we've got the bleed. And so he shouldn't be using any of those, but he's dead, so it doesn't really matter. So that's kind of the idea using Elektra is if you've got a heavy evade champ like that, you know, just stun them if you can, of course, until you build up to that special, and then hit them with that and bleed them, or if they're, excuse me, if they're bleed immune, sorry, it's late here. If they're bleed immune, it'll armor break them, and either way, they'll be under that debuff, and they won't be using that defensive ability quite as much. Here we're going to use Dr. Voodoo for Colossus because he gets a lot of armor up, and we can convert those armor ups to Spirit Venom. Like this, so that's going to give us 3 Spirit Venom right there. We'll evade the special. Come back in, hit him with Spirit Venom again. And he's done. See, Dr. Voodoo is just that easy. It's disgusting how strong he is. How versatile he is. I mean, then if you want to push to the special 2, you can actually activate a power burn, which lasts a really long time, especially if you've done it right, where you've fired it off on the even combo. Your buffs last extra long. And every time he touches them, he's just, you know, he's burning their power, and that's dealing damage as well, and you're power controlling them, and it's crazy. I also have Mystic Dispersion on as well. I got 3 points in that. No, that was dumb. Cannot intercept Rhino because he is unstoppable. Oh, come on. There we go. the idea here with Rhino, we're just going to keep pushing to the specials. Try to hit these bleeds on him. That'll deal some extra damage, because I think the bleeds actually ignore armor. You notice here, I tend to play it pretty safe with the firing off the specials. I don't usually like to go for 5-hit combos and then try to hit a special. I usually will end it at 4 just to be safe. But they did do a recent update, and I think it was 14.1, and they changed some of the timing of the recovery of the AI. And so the idea is now you should be able to finish a 5-hit combo as long as you end on a light hit. You can transition straight to a special attack and be able to land that. That's kind of the idea that they threw out there, and it seems to work. It's just I've gotten so used to, because the timing, the recovery timing for the AI was messed up for so long, I got so used to actually just stopping short at a 4-hit combo and then firing it off. So I'm still working on it, but it does work, so I have confirmed that. Let's see, where do we want to go here? So this is in section 1 still, map 2. We got crossbones. No, okay, we've got vulture. What's he got? Attack, health, yeah. 3rd special, enhanced abilities, no big deal. Buffs, 30% longer. He can parry. Okay, so we'll just have to be careful of that. It's usually not an issue. Permanently regenerates 1% health. Well, that might be a little challenging, but we should be able to out-hit him on that, especially with Thor. We'll get him armor, get the armor break stacked on there, and he shouldn't be much of an issue. So what's going to be the most direct route here? They pretty much all look the same. I guess we'll go this way. I know we got the Black Panther Civil War, but I don't really get too upset about Black Panther Civil War. He's not too difficult to fight. I don't think, anyways. You just gotta know what you're doing with him. Black Widow. Let's see. What is this global node? Global node's got 100% attack and health and 3rd special. All right, nothing too crazy here. Just gotta play smart. You gotta be aware that Black Widow does have that really annoying evade. So we'll just be going with 4-hit combos here. We're just gonna stick her with these bleeds and let the damage just kind of trickle. She should be done like that. Easy peasy. That way we're not attacking her a lot and having to deal with that slight chance that she's going to evade, and then we're going to get completely screwed. So the idea with Master Mode is just don't get hit. Okay, so Black Panther, I'm actually going to use Dr. Voodoo here, because the only time that you actually get the reflected stun back on Black Panther is when he has his armor ups. And you have to be a little careful, because I found a glitch in the system where if you start your combo and he doesn't have an armor up, and he, like, after the first hit that after the first time you hit him in your combo, he gains an armor up, it a lot of times will still reflect the stun, even though it was after the fact. It's a glitch, but the nice thing with Dr. Voodoo is his level 1 can convert those buffs, which all those armor ups, into Spirit Venom. So we can get rid of that, and if we get rid of them, then we can actually parry him, and then we can start a combo. So the nice thing about him being an awakened Black Panther is that he is already in his reflective state, which he cannot get those armor ups. So let's see. Come on. Give me the special. There we go. Now that should give us 4 Spirit Venoms, and he's going to be pretty well toast. We'll just bait out the heavy. Just like that. See, he's not so bad. I do have a video on my channel that I did specifically on how to fight Black Panther Civil War. So if you really struggle with him, go check that out. That'll definitely give you some tips and a more detailed breakdown of how to fight him and stuff. So hopefully you guys can hear me okay. I'm actually going to turn my mic up a little. It looks like my microphone level is just a little bit low compared to the game, but I think we should be pretty well okay. Black Panther Original. We still don't have any local nodes here. I guess it's just the globals. It's pretty easy. So we'll just bleed them with X23 here, take the class advantage. Gotta hit the parry. There we go. Too soon there. We're just lucky we didn't get hit with a bleed on that one. That was dumb. Just got a little over anxious. Tried to go in a little bit before he finished his combo there for his special. It's level 1. Got clipped. No big deal. We didn't get hit with a bleed, so. Alright, should we go fix it? Joe fix it. Miles Morales again. We'll just go straight through. Hit Agent Venom. Agent Venom, I'm also going to use X23 just because he's got tenacity, so he's going to shake off most of the bleeds that we put on him, but she just puts so many bleed stacks on opponents that, you know, they're bound, something is bound to stick. There's the heavy. That's the perfect time to get in there. Got the intercept for the end. Save the intercept for the end. It's an important skill to work on once you get into the higher levels. Definitely look into that. Dorky Dave has some very good videos on there, Dork Lessons. Check out his channel. He's got a lot of great info about, I think it's his Evade Like a Ninja, How to Intercept Like a Ninja, that series. It's really good. It's definitely worth checking out. Alright, Yellow Jacket can be a bit of pain in the balls. We have to watch out, since they messed around with his level 1 special, it's better to stay away from him and just sort of outrange that level 1. Oh, that's perfect. There we go. Get away from this level 1. I know it's coming. I'm just gonna bait it out. See, the farther you are away, the easier it is to get away from that. If you're really up close, you can evade it. It's just you gotta wait until like really down to the last millisecond. I mean, you have to really hold yourself off and delay it because there's like 3 hits, I think there's 3 hits to it. They changed that in like 12.0. They kind of buffed him and gave him a different number of hits on the special. It's really annoying because you can usually evade 2 of them, but the last one clips you with a power sting. And then you're just kind of screwed. So just be aware of that. When you're fighting, you're fighting them, just stay away. You know, stay in that medium to long range distance and wait for him to fire it off and just outrange it. Black Bolt will do the same thing here again. We'll use magic. That was dumb. Clearly my luck of playing Magic against Black Bolt is not panning out for me tonight. There we go. We got it done. Same thing on the last map. I got completely played like a complete noob against Black Bolt with magic. I don't know. What are you gonna do? Nobody's perfect. Sure, we'll ask, but we'll also use our energy refill. So we've got Crossbones as the global node. Now I'm interested to see, did they screw this up again? Okay, so this is interesting. Technically, he's the global node, and he's putting out the champion boost of 100% attack and health. He's also putting out this one, the warning third special attack has been activated. So technically, when we take him down, Vulture will not have his third special attack. They've done this. They did this before. I think it was on the Iceman event quest, monthly event quest, whatever one that one was, in one of the maps. And I think it was just an oversight, but it's interesting they did it again. We'll see if it actually works out. Maybe we'll test it. We'll do that. We'll push. We'll see if we can push Vulture up to his level 3, and see if he doesn't use it. All right, Crossbones, no big deal. Just be aware that we want to bait the level 1. Actually, I think we can just get right through it. There you go. There, the Assassins kicked in, Assassin's Mastery, and the deep wounds. Deep wounds on X23 is just plain brutal, absolutely nasty. Then you throw in the Assassin range on top of that. Once they're down in that 18%, 15% health range, it's just sickening damage. Alright, so let's check this out. So technically, he should not have his special 3 activated. Attack, health. Oh, see, they put it there as a local node. See, they got smart. Okay. They messed that up, like I said, in one of the previous ones. Apparently they learned. Anyway, so he's got enhanced abilities, buff duration. He can parry, so we'll have to be aware of that. And he's got the regeneration, permanently 1% health. Which is what? 214 health? Does it say the frequency of that? Regenerates 1% health permanently. I mean, I'm assuming that's going to be like everything else, and it's going to be per second. But we'll see. We'll just go in here with Thor. I like to just play around. It's slower, but I like to play around and just bait his level 1. I find that pretty easy. But we might have to play a little more aggressively because of that regen. Wow. That was really easy. Of course, I do have this is a rank 5, level 50 maxed out 4-star Thor, so might have just a little something to do with that being so easy. Maybe I'll do this again at some point, and I'll use some 3 stars. What do we got for rewards? So that's the first chapter is complete. 3-star shards, really? And 3-star shards in master difficulty? 2 or 4 class catalyst fragments. That's pretty handy. You know what? We're just gonna keep going. We'll keep going. I was almost thinking about dropping back to 3-star characters, but yeah, we'll just fight on through. I think I'm gonna go. Do I want this path? Why not? This will be a challenge because it's got Hyperion there, and and there's Jugs. Let's go this one. I mean, I know these are 2 characters that a lot of people still struggle with, so maybe this can help give you some ideas on how I deal with these. So he's just got global. Wow, no local. Man, not a lot of local node boosts on this map, this event quest. Yeah, so we're just gonna go with Dr. Voodoo. Hopefully we can stack up a significant amount of that Spirit Venom on him. So he starts the fight, he's unstoppable, so watch out for that. Okay, now he's not. Now we can go Whale on him. Right there, that'll get us 3 Spirit Venom, so we're gonna bait this one out, and there we go. Hit him twice. See what I did there? So I completely killed his Unstoppable. Come on. By... Boom. Dr. Voodoo hits hard. So I killed his Unstoppable by parrying him during it, and because I have Stupefy maxed out as well for the mastery, I mean, that adds, what is it, 2 seconds? No, half a second extras to the stun duration. Let's look at that really fast, just because a lot of people don't get this, that you can do this. Yeah, Stupefy adds half a second. Okay, 3 out of 3 adds half a second. That is just enough time, especially when you're doing quests, okay? Because they don't have masteries on them, which means that, like, they don't have Limber maxed out at 5, which is going to completely screw up your Stupefy bonus. So you have Stupefy and you have Parry. You have Stupefy maxed out. What it does is it actually gives you just enough time that you can parry Juggernaut during his unstoppable state, and you can hit him with your dash-in medium hit and then 1 light hit, and give it just a fraction of a second of a delay and parry again. And you can chain the parry stuns like that until his unstoppable runs out, and then you just go back to normal. So it's a good way to get around it. I never really usually have too much trouble, and that's what I did when I went through Realm of Legends. That was hugely helpful, so that way I was actually still damaging him, and I wasn't just like waiting out that unstoppable and getting stuck in a corner. There's the even hit, so that'll get us 4. Oh, we got 5. Even hit again. Added 2 more Spirit Venom just for good measure. Pretty easy. I'm telling you, Dr. Voodoo, just the trick is you just pretty much, as far as I'm concerned, you pretty much just always use, you know, trigger your specials on the even combo hit. Alright, Hyperion, we're going to use Magic here, because Magic really does a great job with Hyperion, but I don't even think we're going to need to get to her level 2 and lock him down. I don't think we will get that far. And we do have Mystic Dispersion, so that'll help boost us up faster. But we're just going to hopefully bait out a couple of specials here. So he's at the L1, I'm going to bait that out. There you go. So I'm kind of in a medium to long range there. Alright, so now he's at the L2. There it is. Easy. That's so easy to dodge. Alright, we're going to bait him here at the L1. There again, medium to long range. There's the L2, so now he's locked down. Easy. So, I mean, it's not impossible to bait Hyperion. I mean, when you get to like a higher level 1, he does run pretty wild with it. And it's a little difficult to keep up. Especially when he wants to fight so aggressively, and if he's doing those heavy attacks, if he's trying to land those heavies, that takes up a lot of time for that animation for the heavy, and that's just too much time for him to generate power. She-Hulk? Whatever. Don't think there's anything to worry about here. Bleed. There's the L2. Just like that. Electra smoked her. Electra's such a great champ. I'm so glad I have her at rank 5. Love to pull her as a 5-star. That would be amazing. Even unduped, she would be phenomenal as a 5-star. Usually she's on my Alliance War attack offense team. Just because she's a defensive ability reducer, and that's, at this state of the game, once you're in the higher levels, it's so critical that you have a team that has defensive ability reduction for being successful in Alliance War maps. They're just so annoyingly littered with characters that have, you know, ridiculous defensive abilities, or get them from the nodes, you know, like Thorns, or oh, whatever else. Thorns is a big one. The electrostatic shock thing from Electro, which is the same as Thorns. Evade, like Spider-Man has, or Ultron. And then Ultron's regenerations, those are defensive abilities as well. Also, if you're fighting Iron Man, which you don't see a lot of anymore, but still see a lot of Ultrons on there. Colossus, same thing. We'll do Dr. Voodoo again. I feel like there's a lot of repeats of characters in these maps. Like, they didn't use a big variety of characters. Looks like we're only going to get one Spirit Venom here. It's okay. We'll bait out this level 2 he's got stored up. Once you get in the rhythm down with Dr. Voodoo, and you just, I don't know, once you play him enough, you don't even have to really worry so much about the combo counter, because you just know when you're going to be landing on an even hit. I don't know. I really struggled with that at first. It was a bit clunky of a mechanic, but once you get it down, I mean, he is just so powerful. It's insane how much damage he can deal. Now, no local nodes. This is really strange. Are there anything with local boosts on this map at all? No, it looks like they're all just global. It's really weird. This feels like it's like stupid easy. You know, there's nothing really tricky here for local boosts, but maybe I'm remembering it wrong, and that's not usually how it is. Usually seems harder than this, but nice thing here is Thor is able to be poisoned. Ooh, got a little distracted, almost got clipped with that. So we can turn those 3 into Spirit Venom. I clicked my mouse button on my trackpad down here accidentally. I want to make sure I didn't change anything or stop the recording. That would suck. We're at half an hour so far. And this will get us halfway through it, because this, I think, was the first half of I think this is the first half of sorry, chapter 2. Alright, what does he have? So, attack and health, whatever. Third special. Transducer. Enemy rewards more power when struck, but its presence drains your power. Okay. So he's going to gain a lot of power. We'll have to watch for baiting that level 1 very carefully. Same thing like we do with Yellow Jacket. We just want to stay as far back from him as we can when he fires it off so we can outrange it. Strike back when damaged by special attacks. Enemy gains 1 bar of power. And arm break. Okay, so we don't want to hit him with a special when he has 2 bars of power or close to it, because he will be pretty darn close to his level 3. We don't want to push him there. I don't mind evading his level 2. Honestly, I prefer it over the level 1, but we'll see what we get. So you see here, I'm gonna just kind of get my hits in while he's stunned, because that way his defensive ability triggers are reduced. And I didn't get a bleed there. That's really unfortunate. There we go, we got rid of that. So you'll notice that when I'm hitting him while he's stunned, I'm really not, most of the time, I'm not taking any of that electrostatic damage. There we go, outrange it. I'm not going to go in and combo him because I really want to get him stunned or some sort of debuff. That one's perfect right there. So now I should be able to go ahead and wail on him. There we go. So, I mean, the trick with Electro is just make sure that they've got some sort of debuff on them while you're hitting them. That way, for Electro anyways, that way you're not gonna, you have like 85% reduced chance of that electrostatic shock thing hitting you, where it's reflecting that damage back, kind of like a Thorns node. These rewards are kind of sad. I'm like, am I really playing Master Mode? I mean, I know that they did up the rewards for this one quite significantly. Let's take a look at that real quick. Just a quick interlude here. This month specifically, they increased the amount of shards, 4-star and 5-star shards that you would get as the rewards for completion, exploration of these. So you see here now you're getting 600 5-star shards. See, there's where the 5-star shards are. They bumped up a lot for getting 100% on these. 300, 300. So there's 900 just for 100% that, plus the 600 here. That's 1,500 5-star shards just from 100% Master Mode. It's pretty decent. But you're only getting 500 4-star shards, which is odd because Heroic is giving you 200 for completion, plus 300 there, that's 500. 600, 700, 800. You get 800 from 100% completing Heroic, but you only get 500 4-star shards for complete for 100% 100% completing. Oh no, there's I'm sorry. Never mind. There's a whole bunch here. There's 500 probably in each of these. Yep. Okay, so that's 2,000 right there. So that's, yeah, okay. Yeah, that is much better. So they increased that. So it's, you're going to get 2,000 4-star shards just for 100% completing Master Mode. So that's a fully formed 4-star character. It's pretty awesome. We're going to stick with this team. They're working good. It's a very versatile team. And there's no synergies, but honestly, I don't worry so much about synergies as I do utility of champions. I like to have all the options and have all my bases covered, and like to have my heavy hitters for sure that I can just out damage them and end the fights quickly. Same thing here, no local node boosts. That's really strange. Are there any local nodes here? I don't see any at all, other than the final boss, which is Venom. I guess for the path here, we're just gonna go straight down the middle, just to be direct. Get right to it, not burn up too much energy. Iron Patriot, favorite character in the whole game right there. Love the Iron Patriot. Any of you who have seen my previous videos would know that I am being completely sarcastic right now. Iron Patriot pretty much is the mascot of the trash tier, in my opinion. You might think differently. To each their own, but I think he's garbage. Hey, Gwenpool. Man, I really want Gwenpool. I really, really need to pull a Gwenpool somewhere. We'll do X23. She'll take care of her pretty quickly. Get all those bleeds stacked up. surprising that X23 is poking that squeaky toy collector thing with her claws, and he's not popping. I pushed her to the L2. No big deal. It's not too hard to evade. It's pretty much the same thing as Agent Venom's level 2. It's pretty easy to evade. Same thing with Rocket. It's kind of a slow-moving grenade across the screen. Just wait for it to come to you and swipe away. Not hard at all. Got Venom coming up. Alright, Deadpool. Nothing on Deadpool either. They didn't even try to make him a little extra hard by beefing up his regen. Alright, well, we'll go with our 440 X23 here. Should be more than enough to cover this. The idea is just to outbleed his regen. But he doesn't even have boosted regen, so it's just a trickle in of health. So you can see the bleeds that we have stacked are doing way more than what he's regenning. Alright, we'll bait out the level 2 there. Come on. You gotta be a little bit close for this level 2. It's kind of a more close proximity one. There's such a huge wind-up to it that it makes it pretty easy to see it coming. Same with that one. That one's so slow as level 1. Like you saw me do there, like I was not even paying attention, and he was almost through the whole thing before I dodged, and still missed it. So I still managed to evade it. I feel like Deadpool should be using his swords and some guns more. You know, kind of like, well, like they did with Gwenpool. You know, I realize he's an old character, and so he still has a lot of the OG animations. You know, before they got real creative and gave each character their own animation set. But is Archangel susceptible to bleed, or was that just... maybe that was just on the... oh, excuse me. Maybe that was just on the special event quest when he was introduced. Weird. No, I don't see it. Alright, well, we'll just use Dr. Voodoo here, and should make pretty quick work of him. That's how you do the level 1 of Archangel. I just missed that last... feather spike that he shot at me. Aw, man. Trick with that double hit one that he shoots at you, you just gotta wait until it's just about there so you can get both of the hits evaded. And he's done. Archangel's not too tough to fight, so if you have him, I don't recommend putting him on defense. I mean, it's up to you, do what you want, but he's a cakewalk to fight, especially because he's all over the place on the Alliance Quest Map 5 now, this season. A lot of people have tons of experience fighting him. He's really not difficult at all. Punisher 2099, I mean, he's got heal block. That's about it. I mean, he doesn't have any local nodes that are like making him unblockable or anything, so we'll just use Thor. I feel like this is insanely easy this month. You can interrupt his heavy attack there, just so you're aware. Oh, I missed the we missed the intercept there that we tried to go for. There we go. No stun. Not much you can do to evade that level 1 special, or level 1 special Punisher 2099. So now he's triggered his regen. No big deal. Yeah, you just kind of got to eat that into a block. I've been putting him on Alliance War Defense on unblockable level 1 specials because it's pretty quick. If you evade the first hit, you can get rid of the unblockable, but it's kind of tricky to evade the first hit and then get your block up fast enough for the gunfire that he sends out after that. So yeah, it's worked out good. I've gotten a few kills with him on that. Nothing crazy to, you know, get super excited about, but messed up my camera. There we go. Alright, we're going to use Dr. Voodoo again for Venom, because Venom gets tons of buffs, and we can turn all those buffs into Spirit Venom, and he's going to die real quick. Easy to evade the level 1. Alright, that should give us 5, 6. Evade. Turn 2 more. Good, now I'm gonna get that. There's L1. Get 3 more Spirit Venoms. Now we're up to 12. And he's dying really quickly there. That's what makes Dr. Voodoo super awesome. He really, he can reverse the effects of those buffs. You know, I mean, you could take somebody who's a high buff stacking character like Groot, like Venom, and he can just turn it completely around on them so that they're getting so that they're just dying so fast. Is that the end of that chapter? Is that all the rewards we got for the chapter? Okay, so chapter 2 is done. Now we're on the final one, chapter 3. What are we doing? Almost an hour. We'll get it. We'll get through it here real quick. Should be an easy clear. We're just going up the middle. Yeah, why not? Nothing special there. It's a really easy path. And they don't have very difficult opponents in here. So Groot can be a bit of a pain in the ass, just because he doesn't take a ton of damage, so kind of feel like a wet noodle hitting him. But like I said before, Dr. Voodoo can take all of those buffs that he stacks up and just turn them against him. Now, they don't last as long on Groot because he shrugs off debuff effects a lot faster. Alright, now I'm going to get back out of here, bait that level 1. We'll just fire right straight into this. Oh, perfect. Look at that. 23. Look at the damage flying off of him. That was sick. He just like converted all of those whatever those charges are into all his buffs. So we ended up with 23 stacks of Spirit Venom. That was like, I think that was like 2,600 damage per tick flying off of him. Like I said, it doesn't last as long on him because he shrugs it off quicker than most, but it doesn't matter when he's taking 2,500 damage per second without you touching him. He's gonna die really fast. That was, I could not have asked for a better demonstration of why Dr. Voodoo works so great against Groot. That was pretty much as good as it gets. Rocket, you gotta be a little careful because Rocket's level 1 is a little quick, so I'm gonna bait it out here. It's kind of a close range bait. And you gotta get right back in there very quickly because he does actually recover very fast on that. let's go over this way. Let's hit this path. We'll get Gamora. Gamora is not going to be anything too special. We'll change it up a little here. Instead of being all the Dr. Voodoo show, we'll throw in magic. Really, I'm a big fan of this Mystic Dispersion. It was never something I messed with early on until I got really close to around level 60. But it really does help you get that special meter filled up a lot faster. That should lock her down. Fire off another one. Now she's below her L1. Just like that. I mean, for Magic to be good on offense, you don't even need to have her duped. She works just fine being regular because of that. It's really that level 2 that has the power lock. And it's very reliable. I know a lot of people say they don't like it since they changed her or whatever from way back long ago, but I don't really give a shit. She's still awesome. I have a lot of good luck with that. With her power lock. It always lands. I don't think I've had it trigger fire that off once and not have it trigger the power lock. Alright, so here we're in Drax. We're just going to use X23. Hopefully bleed him out and just get this done really quick. Come on, where's the L2? Now we really need him to do the L2. There it is. I'm saving up my power meter so that my regen is as much as it can be whenever she procs the regen. Just, you know, just help stay alive and stay nice and healthy. There we go. Look at that. Finish the fight with full health. X23 is so great. The deep wounds is amazing. Sometimes she doesn't proc as many of the bleeds as I think she should. Like, sometimes you go in there for a 5-hit combo and you're just like instantaneously up to 5 stacks of bleed, and then other times it's like you can go 15 hits and get like 2 stacks, and I don't really understand that. It seems inconsistent in how often it procs, so I don't know. Alright, we're going to use the magic here on Miss Marvel because Dr. Voodoo really depends on that poison damage from the Spirit Venom, and Miss Marvel is immune to poison. Lock her down. See? There we go. Power lock. Now she's completely shut down, and I will be back up to my level 2 before she gets to her level 1. Just like that. Power locked again. Like, I feel like Magic is the best character for complete, like, power shutdown. That's just my opinion. I know a lot of people really dig Vision, Age of Ultron, or OG Vision. I don't know. I just don't like the way his works. Like, it's I don't know. I just feel like Magic is more reliable. And Magic, I feel like she hits harder. Vision is just so weak. I have him. He is duped, and he is at 440. Age of Ultron Vision. He just feels so weak. You know, there's just not much damage output there. And even when you land the specials and he does the power burn, it's still not a crazy amount. I mean, a max power meter might get you like one single 3,000 hit. Man, not paying attention and I got sloppy there. So now because I have a debuff, there we go, I got it that time. Because we had a debuff on us, that's why our parry wasn't working. It'd be really great if we could proc a regen right about now. That's pretty good. That's bringing us back up there pretty heavily. There's another regen. I'm just gonna wait that out so I can get as much health back as I can. There we go. We saved it. Not too bad. Minor screw up. And we're almost there. I think this chapter we got Green Goblin. We're gonna go back in here with X23 again. Just take the class advantage. We'll regen a lot of that health back here. Shouldn't be a problem. Get some bleeds and we can bypass that physical resistance. Alright, I'm gonna bait out the level 1 because I don't want to go to the level 2. Damn. That's a lot of damage even through the block. Alright, we'll bait it. Really could use some regens right about now. There we go. Oh, that was stupid. Well, everybody's got to play like a noob at some point, so I'm allowed, right? I'm allowed a couple screw-ups. I'm messing with my microphone now. 48 hits, ain't too bad. Ain't too bad. Man, he's being like extra tough. Must be that physical resistance. He's down low on health, so we're gonna go with Electra so that final strike, whatever it is, range kicks in. We should be landing pretty soon. We should be landing nothing but critical hits on him once he hits 25%. There they are. And right now we are in assassin range as well. Shoot. Well, wouldn't you know, he triggered his endure ability. Oh well, we got through it. Just glad I didn't push him to his level 3 while he was in that endure pain mode or whatever it is. Alright, Green Goblin. New character. I was really excited for this character. I still think he's okay, but I know he's, you know, the community said he's kind of falls a little bit short of being amazing. 100% attack and health, third special. Enhanced poison abilities, 40% more effective. Debuff effects last 100% longer. Enhanced shock? What is wrong with that one? It's not saying anything. It's weird. Huh. Tyranny. Villains in this arena attain absolute power. Heroes do not gain power. Okay, so is he like power gain? Is that what's going on? Abilities. So you can pause this and read through it if you want, but basically he's got a chance to trigger all his bag of tricks. It's a special ability. He's got the madness in it versus the cunning. So if his madness is higher, he passively regenerates 60% of damage taken from basic attacks, and opponents deal 30% less damage. on special attacks, and if his cunning is higher, the opponent generates 40% less power, and Green Goblin gains plus 30% attack on special attacks. Alright. Bag of tricks, he's got Power Drain, Poison, Incinerate, Weakness, Afterburners, the Incinerate, Laser, 40% chance to Power Drain. See, that's what's so crap. Like, why 40%? 40% chance to Power Drain? No, just make it Power Drain. Pumpkin Bomb, 90% chance to inflict weakness, 100% chance to incinerate, 85% chance to poison. Alright, yeah, we get the gist. We'll just go at him here with Thor. See if we can just completely knock him out really quickly here. Well, we're not going to do it like that. That's a bad start. Could have evaded that last pumpkin bomb, but I was happy we got the first part and managed to block it all. Of course he hit me with a power drain. I honestly can't remember what his level 2 looks like. I'm gaining no power. That's awesome. Apparently, I messed that up somehow. I was pretty sure I swiped it back, but okay. No worries. I'm still getting a little bit used to Green Goblin. We've got plenty of characters to take him out with. We'll go with Electra here. Maybe we can hit him with some bleed. No, we're not going to hit him with bleed because we don't have any power. Man, how did I miss that incinerate again? Must be messing up the timing on that. Or am I blocking it and it actually incinerates you even though you're blocking? I don't know. We'll have to play about with him more, but for now I think I need to stop messing around trying to check out his specials and just take care of business here. The specials are a little tricky. I mean, you can't, like... Alright, there I was trying to evade that special. I've done it before where I've evaded the special one fully, but it seems really tricky. I don't quite have the timing down yet on it. We'll get there. I'm sure at some point we'll do a video on how to take down Green Goblin. For now, we're just going to try to block this stuff. See if we can get some... Really? Okay, we're not going to get Spirit Venom on him because he has us power locked. Alright, I know I said I wasn't going to deal with the level 2 again, but let's try it. Seems like a better option. Where is your range, man? You gotta be close. There it is. Oh, I forgot about the pumpkin bomb. Oh, that's gonna cost me. Damn it. Alright. This is embarrassing. Should not have taken this much. Alright, well, he's low on health, so we'll do a revive on Electra. 20% ought to do it. I'm not going to worry about reviving from there. Damn it, I forgot that pumpkin bomb. We evaded it so well. And I forgot the stupid pumpkin bomb at the end. Okay, so there's all our critical hits. And that does it. That was kind of weird how he jumped off his glider and it came flying towards us on the screen. It didn't like stay on the linear track of the character. Alright, so level 2 seems a little bit better to push to and then try to evade. You just got to remember that he throws the pumpkin bomb at the end, so... I think he does that on this Land of Special 1 as well. Lobs a pumpkin bomb. Alright. There's that one. Now it should be a quick run right through this, up the middle. And we'll have Doc Ock all taken care of. Hulk. Still no local nodes, all global node. Come on. There it is. Pretty sure I got that parry, but must be not. Evade that. Oh, too soon. Damn it. That's gonna cost me. That's the thing about Master Mode. Just little mistakes cost you big. And you pay for them. Alright, well, we finished it out. We finished them. Yeah, little mistakes. They cost you huge in Master Mode. We'll get it. We're gonna go... I think I'm just gonna go straight up the middle. I realize it's gonna be probably the harder fights, but... Hawkeye, Cap... Black Widow's a little tricky with her evades, but that's about it. Yeah, we'll just go straight up the middle. Shouldn't be a big deal. We'll go with the bleed here. Try to get X23 going. Man, I thought I evaded that. You get to this last level of Master Mode, they get really, really aggressive. The AI and the way they fight. You can see that their movements are much faster and they're more offense oriented. There we go, we'll regen up our health here. God, can I get a parry to save my life? Getting late, boys and girls. It's getting late here. Rulk is having a getting a little sluggish here, apparently. Apparently my timing is a little bit behind where it should be. Alright, Captain America, this shouldn't be too bad. We will go in with Electra even though we're low on health. As long as we play tight here, shouldn't be a problem. He always inflicts that weakness on you when you hit him while he's blocking. This will be a good in. There we go. Oh, man. That was fortunate that we didn't get wrecked there. I just hit that special button just a little bit too early. It was also very fortunate that we didn't get completely wrecked on that one. Man. Here I am saying how easy this thing is all the way up through, and then I get to this last chapter, and I'm just stinking up the place. It's alright, we're getting through it though. We still have all of our champs still alive. We'll go with X23 for Black Widow. Get to take the class advantage. We'll take everything we can get here. At least her specials are easy to evade. Try to get as much of this bleed stacked up as we can. There we go. Gotta watch for that mysterious evade that she likes to do right when you least expect it. Like that! Oh. I had to open my mouth and say something. There we go. Go back to the 4-hit combos. Of course, I jinxed myself by saying it, you know? As soon as I said it, not a single evade until then. That's the way it goes with that low chance evade. I mean, it's Black Widow gets you on that, and Ultron gets you on that. The Stark Enhanced Spidey gets you on those normal attacks. Just out of the blue, boom, there's your evade. See, those ones I feel like are worse than like a full-on duped classic Spidey or like a Nightcrawler, who you know they're going to evade, so you see it coming and you're playing very tentatively just to begin with. These guys, they lull you into that false sense of security because you get, you know, 20, 30 hits on them and all of a sudden one evade and you're completely screwed. Iron Man. Nothing too fancy here. We'll just play really tight and everything should be fine. Looks like we bypassed the arc overload. Nope. Oh, there we go. Fried him right through it. Almost there. Almost there. Man, I had to use another energy refill just to get these last 2 nodes. Oh, we got Nebula. Yeah, nothing special Nebula. She's pretty straightforward, pretty easy to fight. I find the level 1 is the best one to bait for her. Let's see what this regen does. It's a fairly healthy regen. I don't think it's healthy enough. Just save her here. I didn't want to go to the level 2. Still managed to get it evaded completely. That's okay. And that'll do her. Like I said, Nebula, not too bad. Of course, none of these have been too bad, except for when playing like a noob in the beginning. And finally, last but not least, we've reached the end of our Master Mode quest with Dr. Octavius, Otto Octavius, aka Doc Ock. And who do we want to do? Let's see what he's got. So he's got 100% attack and health, 3rd special, buff durations, armor up abilities, 40% more effective. Fury abilities, 40% more effective. Unblockable finale. Attacks are unblockable as long as health remains below 25%. So we want to be aware that once he gets below 25%, we're not going to be able to block him. So we're going to have to play him very carefully. But hopefully we can get him stunned. Maybe with a L3 and have some heavy armor break on him. We should be able to sort him out there at the end. Oh, that's bad. Well, completely messed that timing up. Well, there you go. That's what not to do when fighting Doc Ock. Don't get hit. Okay. Try again. We'll just go right down the list. We'll go through Magic, and we'll save Dr. Voodoo for the last, just in case we need him. I'm gonna focus up here, okay? Yeah, the level 1 is definitely way easier to deal with. We'll lock him down there. Man, he's hitting a ton through the block. I wonder if they bumped up his block penetration stat. I really hate that stat. I feel like it's unpredictable, to say the least. Okay, now he's going to be pretty close to that unblockable range. I don't know how he blocked that one. See if we can bait the level 1. Okay, we just blocked. Okay. Pretty sure I evaded all that, but must be I missed the last one. Does he throw 2 rocks and then 1, kind of like Archangel throws the double blades and then the single one at the end? Not sure. I thought that it said that all normal attacks are unblockable when he's below 25%, but it looks like it's only his special attacks. There it is. It's really sloppy. One of the sloppiest Master Mode finishes I've ever had, especially for starting out so insanely easy. But hey, it's you know, it's only midnight. Just a little bit tired. Not too bad. We'll go back, we'll work on it and get to 100%. And yeah. Get all our rewards, and then we'll do a nice opening once I got some crystals built up. Offers. 25.50 for units. What are we getting? Ultimate crystal. Guarantees a 3-star. Chance of retaining a 4-star. Meh. 4-star shards. Level 5 health. Level 14 health. Not really worth it. I mean, the shards are nice, but it's about it. Not worth spending 2,500 units on. It's a little bit crazy. Alright guys, well, that concludes the Sinister Foes Master Mode fiasco. How to play like a noob. We did alright. We got through it. Wasn't too bad. Anyhow, if you liked the video, please leave a like below. Greatly really helps me out. I really appreciate all you guys' support. All my early supporters and adopters. Here's to the future. We're going up, onward and upward here. We're gonna really push to get some major subscribers. So yeah, appreciate all the support you give the channel. Please share. Please leave a like. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think about my amazing noob skills in my Master Mode completion. And yeah, we'll see you for smashing some more stuff again real soon. Alright guys, take care.